Hey everyone, sorry it's been so long since my last video, but just, a lot of stuff going on right now. I did want to make a quick video of an unboxing of something that just came in today, a new watch. It's from Sinn, S-I-N-N. Maybe a little bit of a lesser known brand amongst people that don't really know a lot about watches or are not like, really psycho about watches. It's a German brand and they've been around for actually quite a while. They had like really nice watches in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and lately they've just been putting out hit after hit. In fact, one of my first watches I ever bought was a Sinn, and it really turned me on to the idea of automatic watches instead of quartz ones. So let's see what's inside. So the box is like a standard black box. This is an older watch, but they still come in these black boxes. And then let's see here. So it's well packaged. This is from a seller. So this is an aftermarket watch, and it comes with a CD and a card. I think the U.S. distributor for Sinn watches is an online company called WatchBuys, WATCHBUYS.com. And so another black box. This is kind of like a leather or leatherette material, has really faintly Sinn embossed on it. And then let's see what is inside. And there it is. So nothing else really interesting in here. I'm going to take this out. Like I said, it's an older watch. I'm sure the newer boxes are a little bit nicer, a little bit better. But hopefully you can see that there. This is the Sinn 856S, and the S denotes this black PVD case. Looks to be in really good condition. The buckle is black PVD also. And Sinn uses a lot of interesting technologies, and we'll talk about those briefly. But one of their main technologies is a technology where they can harden the stainless steel case. It's called Tegiment, T-E-G-I-M-E-N-T, which is Latin for layer, but they use some kind of technology to harden the steel, so it's several times harder than regular steel. And this PVD coating is actually supposed to be harder than typical PVD coating. It's an automatic watch. It uses an ETA movement, so you can see just a couple of flicks there. And beautiful smooth stroke to the seconds hand. What you can also note here is that beautiful legible dial, all black, 12, 3, 6, and 9 at the corners. And then within that there's a 24-hour scale. And let me get a little more winding done. There's a 24-hour scale, and it's got this really nice, kind of like this neon green marker there. You can see it right there, and that kind of just shows you the 24-hour scale. And Sinn does a really good job, I think, of integrating their dates. Dates are always controversial on watches. Some people have to have a date. I'm kind of one of those people because, for my line of work, I have to know the date, and it's something I forget all the time. But some companies don't really integrate the date very well. Sinn does a good job, and so they have put the date at about 4 o'clock right there, slightly angled, so you can kind of see what that looks like there. Watch is about 40 millimeters in diameter, has a screw down crown. Look at this now. If you look at the bottom left lug, you can see that it has a little indentation in it, and you can see that, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it has like a little capsule under a sapphire crystal, and that capsule indicates whether or not there has been water ingress into the watch. So I'm going to just unscrew the crown, nice and smooth. There you go. We're going to wind it up. So it's got, like any ETA movement, it's got hand winding. And so let's see I'll screw that back in real quick. There it goes. And then let's see it on the wrist. So let's see here. I'm going to put that here. Sorry, I got some stuff on. Take off the watch I'm wearing right now. That's just a Blancpain 50 fathoms in titanium blue. You can kind of see the Blancpain is 45 millimeters. The Sinn is about, I think this one is 40 millimeters, or this version may have been 38 millimeters. I can't remember offhand. But like I said, it's still a nice size watch, but a little bit more, I would say, normal size. You know, the Blancpain, and I don't have a big wrist, but it wears much smaller than 45 millimeters. It has really nice lugs, but you can see that there's an obvious size difference. So I'm going to push that old Blancpain out of the way, and let's see how this puppy feels and looks on the wrist. There it is. Nice, kind of like a buffalo leather strap. 20 millimeter lug width, so you know any straps will work. 18 millimeters at the buckle, so like I said, like a bajillion strap options. And that's kind of how it looks. I think it looks calm, purposeful, tactical, without being like tactical, I guess. I mean, it just looks like a good everyday watch. It has a lot of useful features. Highly legible, good size, interesting technology in that it has the tegomented case, a PVD case, the capsule on the lug to show if there's been water ingress. It's a GMT watch. It's an automatic watch. It has a date. So like for me, like I said, maybe like the perfect one watch to be able to do everything. And the size is right. I mean, I love the size. At this 38, 40 millimeter size, I mean, it can be worn by anybody, and it looks good on a big wrist, and it doesn't look stupid on a small wrist like mine. Anyway, I'm sorry for the long delay between videos, but I had this incoming today, and I really wanted to get this video out to show y'all a watch that, you know, a lot of people know about, but maybe a lot of people don't know about, and a brand that a lot of people may not know about. And so, you know, these Sinn watches are great value for the money. I think the MSRP on this watch is just a little over $2,000. There's also this really cool black PVD bracelet for a little bit more, so that may be a good upgrade for me. There's also a steel version, and so if you're not into this black case, there's kind of like this brushed steel version, this bead blasted steel version that looks really cool too. Anyway, I'm rambling as usual. I hope you like this quick video, and I promise I'm going to try to make some more content. Anyway, quick look at the Sinn 856S from